Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football, welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all of you are doing well today for video number 2 and the long-awaited England preview. Now, like I've already mentioned before, it will be the case where my normal Chelsea coverage, previews, match reviews will be replaced this Euros with England, as always, because, you know, it's coming home. It's an obligation for us to say that. Don't take it seriously. But anyway, this is going to be your England preview, as well as towards the end, I will give you the latest, especially in terms of one piece of news that has come out in relation for Chelsea and a certain striker. Are we finally thinking straight? I'll get to that towards the end. But this is your England preview. If you didn't catch video number 1 earlier on, where we go through Esteval Willian completing his medical and more, go and check that out in the right-hand corner of your screen. You can hit that link and go and check it. Let's get started with the Euros. Now, listen, we've just seen Spain decimate Croatia 3-0. I didn't expect 3-0, I'll be honest. I thought it would be close. If anything, I probably thought, you know what, they might draw, or maybe a 2-1 win, but 3-0, Spain played them off the park. Beautiful football played by Spain. I got to say, these first 2 games, Germany, absolutely fantastic, albeit Scotland were rubbish. But Spain today as well, really, really good. Croatia, basically, and look, you never know. We'll see what happens in the next 2 games. But I would say so far, confirming what my initial prediction of Croatia was going to be, that they've got a good team, but they're aging, and they're just not going to be able to keep up. It's as simple as that. I mean, look at Modric today. He looked like a shadow. But it is what it is. And Spain, look, they've got a couple of ballers on that team now. Carvajal had a blinding game. Ruiz got man of the match. I think it was him who got man of the match. But Lamine Yamal, 16 years old, man. You see, this is the exception to the rule. He is an example of the exception to the rule. Just because he is a 16-year-old that's playing like he's 24, it doesn't mean that all 16-year-olds play that way. Do you know what I mean? So that's a message to Chelsea Football Club. You know, he is an exception to the rule. What a player. What a baller. For his age, it's fascinating. For his age, fantastic. He will be one of those. You see, he will be one of those generational ballers. Yeah? We use the term so loosely now. We see one comp of a player, generational. No. Lamine is a player that is looking like he's going to be generational, right? You can't deny it. 16 years old and he's playing at this level and he's playing well. It's stupid. So fair play to Spain and fair play. One thing though, Michael Oliver, why? And all of you, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was an English crew today as the refereeing team. The referee, the assistants and the VAR fourth official. What are we doing? We're going to go over to Europe now and just stain it all, yeah? Because our refereeing's a shambles. What are we doing? You know, Michael Oliver giving a yellow card for that penalty, for that challenge, was the worst thing he could have done. Because if it's a penalty, it's a red. Immediately, it's a red. He has stopped a full-on goal-scoring opportunity from behind. Now, for those that argue it wasn't even a penalty, it was a dive, well, it shouldn't even have been a penalty in the first place then. But I'm saying if you're going to give a penalty because of that challenge is a red card challenge. So the fact that he gave it and he gave a yellow, what are you doing, mate? What are you doing? I'm glad that the Premier League are bringing in this automated offside rule, but we need to change the referees. I'm telling you, it's not going to fix all the problems. The referees need changing. Anyway, let's get into England. And tomorrow, Serbia versus England. It's the time to make a statement, right? We have to win this game. We cannot go into this game and just go, oh yeah, even if we draw, it's okay. Because as far as I'm concerned, the team to worry about in this group is Denmark. And Serbia are not to be taken lightly. And you best believe their fans are showing up tomorrow as well. So I hope there's no trouble. Please, if you're in Germany, don't drink. Just don't. Because you know what happens? Put a bunch of English people and a bunch of Serbians and stick alcohol in there and you know what's going to happen. World War V. So listen, I hope it ends, in peace. But anyway, this is a game where it would set the momentum. If we were to win this game, it sets the momentum. We go top of the group and we can really think about Denmark without having all the pressure. Do you know what I mean? So hopefully we get those 3 points. Now, going into this game, there's been a big question mark as to how we're going to set up. I am sticking to the principle that I think we should be sticking to, which we don't in the first place because Gareth Southgate. I hope on this final occasion that we are going to have together, this final tournament that we are going to have together, because after this Southgate is leaving and we know it, I hope you've woken up for this tournament. Please tell me you've woken up. It's better late than never. Yeah, please, Gareth, please allow and unleash the attack that this England team possesses. If this English team was best being a defensive team, believe me, I would be the first one to say it. I don't care how a team should play, but I want it to be suited to the players that we have in the team. So when it comes to England, I'm sorry, we hold this English team back with the way that we want to play. Instead, unleash these ballers and put the pressure on the opposition. Don't be scared. Don't be scared to go out in an attacking way against all these teams, even the bigger countries, because England have what it takes in the locker. So, the starting 11 rumours that we've heard, I hope are not true. And we'll get to that. Let's get into the starting 11. Actually, before we do, I normally do team news, don't I? Apparently everyone's fit, except Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw might be brought off the bench at half-time or might be brought off the bench during the game, but he's not going to be starting. At best, he'd be on the bench. So when giving you my starting 11, Luke Shaw will not be there because he's not starting the game. Everyone else is available, so it's nice to know there's no injuries and everyone's fit. It's actually a relief to do a preview for a football match on this channel where I don't need to talk about injuries. I'm glad. I'm relieved. I feel like a newborn. You know, it's fantastic. Anyway, let's get cracking. Here is my starting 11 for tomorrow's game, Serbia versus England. Right, as I do, put myself on the screen. There we go. Little technical glitch there. Fantastic. Well done, Younes. You left yourself off the flipping screen. I hope that's not an omen for tomorrow. I hope that's not going to say England are not showing up tomorrow. Flipping hell, I hope not. Because if not, we might as well just end it here. Just call it a day. My expectation is not high with this England team going into this tournament, unlike previous tournaments. But we're at a tournament. Well, let's go and do the business, yeah? So let's hope we wake up and we don't put on a performance like we did against Iceland, because if we do that, we're finished. So anyway, in goal, I would go Jordan Pickford. Now you're going to get all the graphics. These are the latest graphics from the England team for the Euro, so you're getting all the latest here. Pickford in goal. The centre-back pairing is the big controversial point that no one can come to a conclusion for. Not even me. I've had to come to one because of this preview. So I'll give you my logic and my way of thinking. But many people have different ideas and many people have different names. And the predicted lineup that I've seen from ITV, who are showing the game tomorrow if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, ITV have given a preview, a predicted lineup. They've gone with John Stones, like I have. John Stones is fit and he's ready to go. He was ill, but apparently he's okay now. So John Stones in the centre-back role. Of course. And next to him, ITV went with Mark Gurhey. Now, I don't think it's going to be Mark Gurhey, and I don't think it should be Mark Gurhey. I think there are two... Look, there's a choice. Let me give you the choices. There's Joe Gomez. There's Lewis Dunk. There's Konsa. There's Gurhey. And I think John Stones is the other way. So, we got to pick one. Personally, I think some people might say Mark Gurhey, some people might say Joe Gomez. I would go with Konsa. That's my centre-back pairing tomorrow, and I'll tell you why. I think in a centre-back pairing at a tournament, coinciding with how England want to play with the ball, I think it's wise to not have two centre-backs that are just meant to be really good with the ball. But I think it's good to have the balance of one that's meant to be good at the ball and one no nonsense, I'm here to break some legs. And that's Konsa. Konsa does that, and he's done that for Aston Villa, and he's been playing week in, week out for Aston Villa. And Aston Villa have had one of the best defences in the league, and he's been fantastic. So he's just got to carry that form over into international football. Joe Gomez, up and down. Sometimes fantastic, sometimes like, what are you doing, mate? Mark Guirassy, I think it's just too much too soon for Mark Guirassy right now. To stick him in as the number one choice centre-back alongside John Stones is, yeah. Although I think he is probably the next best option alongside, look, normally, I think what would be best is Lewis Dunk. But Lewis Dunk is 32 and the pace would let him down. John Stones is not the quickest, but Konsa's faster than Lewis Dunk. So I think it would be wise to have similar attributes. Although I think Lewis Dunk can play better with the ball, which goes back to my point of earlier on. I just think 32 years old, there's a chance that he's going to get outrun by some pacey strikers out there. And I don't want that happening. So Konsa, 26, had a great season, solid, I think would complement John Stones really well. So that's my logic going into the centre-back pairing. That's why I've gone with John Stones and Konsa as the centre-backs. Now, the rest picks itself for me. The rest picks itself. This is the easiest lineup I could have come up with, right? Unlike Chelsea, where I've literally pulling my hair out. Kyle Walker at right back, without question. Without question. It's got to be him or Trent. We're going to come to Trent in a sec. But Kyle Walker for me starts right back. Left back, it's got to be Kieran Trippier. Luke Shaw is out. Trippier starts at left back. It's a no-brainer. Easy. And there's no one else. We've not taken another left back, by the way. You know, we left Chilwell at home. I understand he's been out for a long time, but there's no one else except Trippier. So Trippier starts. This is where it gets controversial. The predicted lineup from ITV, and many people actually think, and there has been a little nuance as to this is going to happen, is Trent Alexander-Arnold is going to play in midfield. He better not. He better not. Now look, if he does, and he puts in a worldie, then I'll put my hands up and say fair enough. But I don't expect that to happen. Do you? Let me know. Do you? I don't. So what have I gone with? I've gone with Declan Rice, without question, as the DM. Now, the formation I've got here is a 4-3-3 or 4-2-1-3 technically, right? Or you could say a 4-2-3-1, but technically it's just a revised 4-3-3, if you want to call it that, right? But Declan Rice is the DM. You don't move forward. You're the guy that has to clean up, and you're the one that has to put the legs in and go crazy, yeah? Alongside him, I would go Jude Bellingham. Now, some people are going to say, no, you got to put Bellingham in the 10. I wouldn't be against that. I would like Bellingham in the 10, but not when there's a certain other player that's available to us here. So what I would do is put Bellingham alongside Declan Rice, but Bellingham has the license to move forward. He's the guy that can come box to box. Declan Rice is the one to defend and clean up. Bellingham is the one to go box to box. Cole Palmer now is the guy to play in the 10. Do you see the logic? We could play Bellingham in the 10, but that would mean Cole Palmer's not playing tomorrow. And for me, Cole Palmer is ready to play. And I'm not just saying that because I'm a Chelsea fan. He is ready to play. He absolutely starts. The season he had with that Chelsea team and those mistakes and that ability and all of that, listen, he absolutely takes that 10 position. Now, if we are playing Bellingham in the 10, then I think alongside Declan Rice would have to be Conor Gallagher. And again, I'm not just saying that because, Chelsea. No. But I would not put Mainu in this situation this early. Players like Mainu, Wharton, those are players that are going to be complementary to you. Those are players that are coming for the experience of a tournament for the first time. They're not going to be the guys to rely on. Unless they're Lamine Yamal. They're not. So listen, don't put that pressure on them. Let them take things in slowly. So for me, it would have to be Conor alongside Declan Rice. This is why I would rather go Declan Rice, Bellingham and Cole Palmer. And then there would be a lot of interchange and there'd be a lot of Bellingham coming alongside Cole Palmer. And instead it would turn into a Declan Rice with the 2 in front. But Declan Rice can't be left on his own. And I think Bellingham needs to be the guy to come and support him in defence. So that is how I would set that midfield up. And then again, the rest picks itself. On the left, easy, Phil Foden. On the right, easy, Bukayo Saka. Up front, easy, main man, Hazard. Harry Kane. So, it picks itself. Now, do you see the amount of attacking power that there is in this team? Kane, Foden, Saka, Palmer, Bellingham, and Declan Rice to clean up. With the fullbacks, Walker, Trippier. It's an onslaught. It's an onslaught. Now, if we play Joe Gomez in midfield alongside Declan Rice, what are we doing? Right? Or I'm even scared that this is even going to be the lineup we go with. I'm scared he's going to even do something with this attack. Like, he's just going to change a few of these guys up top as well. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But do you agree or disagree with this? Let me know down below. As an England fan, or even as a non-England fan, do you think this is England's best team, or what changes would you make? Let me know down below. But this is my starting 11. Now, as I tell you guys to subscribe, and I'm going to get into the news shortly, I'm going to give you my prediction as I always do on the preview. I am going with, look, with my lineup, it's an England win. I would like to think. I think we win tomorrow. I think we beat Serbia. The Denmark game is the one that I'm a little bit, but I think we beat Serbia. I am going with Serbia 0, England 2. 2-0 win England. Hopefully, easy pickings, smooth day, good first day, get into the rhythm, and then we can go for game 2. So, let me know your scoreline down below, your prediction down below, much appreciated, and I hope England don't let us down. I swear, if tomorrow we end up flipping losing or something, I'm gonna punch a wall. But anyway, let's move to the news. What's going on in club football? Well, let's start off with Chelsea. Have Chelsea woken up? Have Chelsea woken up? Check this out. Chelsea have joined the race for VfB Stuttgart striker Serhou Guirassy, who is available for a fee of 15 to 17 million pounds. That's come from MIDFIELD in Germany. Please tell me this is true. Please tell me this is true. Listen, if you tell me we go into next season with Guirassy, Jackson and Duran, I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. It could be worse. It could be much worse. But Guirassy's the number one guy. That's the one condition. Guirassy's number 9. And the others complement him. Or compete. But Guirassy comes in as the number 1. And look, Guirassy's 28 years old, so I'm surprised we're linked. I'm surprised this link even exists. Now, this has come from MIDFIELD. Normally, MIDFIELD recently, unlike before, MIDFIELD are a little bit suspect. But this is a rumour coming out of Germany. And MIDFIELD, when it comes to German football, when they're reporting about something within Germany, they tend to be very reliable. Now, this is Stuttgart we're talking about, and Guirassy, who has that release clause of 17 million. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's a release clause. But anyway, he's available for that fee. What are we doing? He scored 30 goals in 30 games last season. What more do you want? I think he'd come in and do the business, honestly. And it's low pressure. It's a low fee, it's low pressure. And it's someone that can at least buy us some time in order to see what John Duran's going to do, what Jackson's going to do in his second season, what other strikers are going to do that we might be interested in later when Guirassy becomes 32 and washed. Or maybe he doesn't. Maybe he succeeds. Who knows? But at 28, he's at his peak. He's scoring good goals in Germany. He done that for Stuttgart last season. Fantastic. For such a low fee, I would do this. And if Chelsea are so worried about the finances, do this deal then. Do this deal. It's cheap. And we get a striker that I think many people can go, okay, no, cool. I think most of the Chelsea fan base would look at this and go, yeah, all right, fair enough. Would you? Let me know down below. So I would do this. Guirassy, absolutely. If it's not going to be Osimhen, it's not going to be Sesko, if it's not going to be Alvarez because he's going to cost too much or whatever it is, then Guirassy, there's no excuse. Go and get Guirassy. But it's the perfect opportunity to tell us that you are not sticking to the under-25 rule either. You do this, and we can check that box off. So, will Chelsea do it? I hope. Let's wait and see. I'm not convinced, but let's wait and see. Let me know your thoughts down below. Would you take Guirassy or not? And to end, Brighton have done something mad. I'm not surprised it's Brighton, but here we go. Brighton have announced that Fabian Hrzela has joined the club as head coach. 3-year contract signed yesterday, now official. 31 years old. It's like me being announced for Brighton. It's mad. Fair play to Fabian Hrzela. Good luck to you, mate. Good luck to you. I don't wish too much luck to Brighton, but to you, good luck. Honestly, respect. 31 years old, becoming a Premier League manager. I think he's the youngest. He's got to be the youngest. No one's done it that younger. No one. Surely not. We've had mid-30s, late 30s, but 31 is just ridiculous. So, unbelievable news. Let me know your thoughts. I think for Brighton, this might suit. I think this might actually really crazily work out. And you know what that means? Down the line, if Maresca doesn't work out at Chelsea, I think we're looking at Chelsea's next gaffer. 33-year-old Fabian Hazard. In 2 years from now, we'll get this guy as our new gaffer. I wouldn't be shocked. Anyway, let me know your thoughts. Do you think he'll do well or not? I think he'll do well for Brighton, considering Brighton's level. You know, if we're talking 7th is an achievement for Brighton, I think he might do it. Wait and see. But let me know your thoughts down below. Much appreciated. And I will catch all of you tomorrow, where tomorrow there will be, I think, video number 1 if there is news. And then video number 2 will be the match review for England. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. If there's nothing, just to give you guys the warning, if there's no news, then it will be a 1-upload match review after the England game. So make sure you guys are here for that. Much appreciated. Subscribe if you're new. Hit the notification bell to be notified once I've uploaded. And I'll catch all of you tomorrow. Also, check out the socials and don't forget to follow the new TikTok account in the description to catch up with all the little clips that are coming from this channel if you haven't done so already. So make sure you're over there and you're following. I'll see all of you tomorrow. Have a good one, people. In a bit. Take care and peace. Come on, England.